All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Raf. I'm joined with Bralin to do some commentary on Pokemon Crystal.
Hopefully we can get this now started, as some technical difficulties did hold us up, but we are ready, the runners are ready, and we want to watch an exciting race.
Yeah, this will be very interesting. I had the opportunity to race both runners in my old times, and these are two very experienced runners, so there's going to be a lot of strategy here from both runners. Don't want to miss those.
Definitely not. Yeah. As usual, for this full item randomizer, our goal is to beat Red. For that, we need to find all 16 badges and the 3 Pokegear parts, so we can wake up the Snorlax, get to Professor Oak, get access to Mount Silver. Yeah, and we also need Kanto access in a way, so
Yes,
either
I was
pass.
about to say, we never got the opportunity yet in this tournament. At least I haven't seen a single race where everyone was unlocked and locked behind Johto only. Maybe this will happen.
Oh, could potentially be.
Yeah.
And yeah. But I probably should start. The runners off. Okay. Yeah. And in a few seconds, this race should be starting.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so I think Tomcat is ready. I think Vandio is almost ready as well. So here we go.
Okay. Looks like both are starting on daytime. That has some implications regarding encounters they might have or not have in this case. Getting an awakening to start. Didn't see if Vandio set it to Saturday or stayed on Sunday. Tomcat did.
To be fair, Jarvis, I think the only difference that the daytime makes in a speed choice ROM is the trainer that are policemen. So you have to be careful to dodge those. But I think you have. Must you talk to them in Crystal? Do you know?
I don't know. I do know is there are some wild encounters they cannot get. For example, level 53 in Mount Silver, or I believe the level 40 in Big Rio 2 are not available at daytime, only at nighttime.
And they get strength right away.
Yeah, which is pretty nice to have, considering we had the option for a Girafarig start, and when you did take it. On the other side, Feraligatr with strength also not too bad. So yeah, 2 different mains, both definitely runnable, or starters, both definitely runnable as mains. But
The
we'll
first
see.
encounter on both trainers.
We will see if they will stick with their current starters.
I'm curious about you. Which starter would you have picked, Rowlin, in this kind of stream? Oh my god, as we see a Raikou on Vandio's stream.
I probably would have picked the Girafarig.
Yeah.
Just very fast.
Yes, I agree with the choice.
Too fond of the Feraligatr. I prefer my water types to be more special oriented.
Oh, and the P2. Okay, this Route 1 is actually pretty stacked. Those are 2 Pokemon that I would definitely go for.
I'm not sure. I don't know Vandio as much, or not that well, but I can imagine with the giraffe rig having stab strength, he is just moving forward and
Yeah,
not
probably.
bothering with Route 29. I mean, the Raikou, especially if it would have had a good special move, would definitely being a very strong main, at least early on. But the other Pokemon were not that impressive, or not impressive enough that I'd say going back for level 2 or maybe level 3 would be really viable here.
Surely enough, I think it's the third TM they're picking up so far in this race. Including strength, of course.
I mean, having some TMs early on can definitely help you, especially if your moveset on what you are running or intent around isn't the greatest. And I mean, strength is sure good to have, but strength alone is not.
It's mainly the biggest difference between when you do full item rando versus key item rando. In key item rando, the first TM you can get is Faulkner and Union Cave, as in this, you can get so many early on.
That is very nice. Both Venusaur having step Giga Drain is definitely something you could think about running, but Giraffe Rig has Ice Punch.
Yeah.
That's a very nice move to have. Meanwhile, Tom did catch a few Pokemon on the side. Micargo probably being used for HMs. We will need at least 2 Pokemon that carry around HMs and maybe a Rock Smash TM to enable us to do some checks. So might as well catch 1 or 2 of them early on.
Ooh. Giraffe Rig being slower than the Spear Goal.
Really, Miracle really don't have any stats. Otherwise, Double Edge and Earthquake would have been really squirty moves to encounter.
Actually, the Giraffe Rig was faster, but he tried a Vital Throw, which put him after him.
Ooh. Well, it looks like Tomcat is going to run with a Mug for a while. Not a choice you always see, but definitely something that can work. Pretty strong physical attacker. Let's see how this is going to work out, as Vandio's Giraffe Rig is taking off pretty good here. It learned Bubble Beam on the side.
Another TM for Vandio. And the pass for Vandio.
Now that's an interesting find.
I think we're gonna see some rushing now.
Yeah, definitely with the option to go to Kanto early and grab an higher level main, something you generally like to do, so I expect both runners here to probably skip Azalea, especially if they manage to find both parts of Fly pretty soon. I could see Vandio maybe clearing Azalea, since Giraffe Rig is potentially such a good main to run. So might even think about going all the way with it. For Tomcat, I think it's probably more feasible to just say, okay, let's look for a Kanto main.
There's the pass as well for Tomcat.
Vandio did decide to hit the escape rope chambers before doing anything else in Violet. Does find an old rod, so
Potential level 10 main switch, but I think with his Giraffe Stab Strength, I would probably not waste time. I would maybe check one encounter, because as I saw on Vandio, he doesn't have an HM Slave yet, so he could always check for one.
Yeah, couldn't hurt to check at least for one. Still, I don't think this giraffe rig is going to go away very soon. Even if there's something good.
And that's the first badge for Vandio.
Interestingly enough, in the vanilla games would be supposedly the last one to get. Kind of flipped around here today.
You're almost right, Jarvis. So the Lake of Rage makes him shiny, and shiny is it requires some specific DVs, 3 DVs of 10, between HP, defense, special, and speed. So 3 of those needs to be 10, and there are some specific number that you need for attack as well, which I believe is 2, 4, 7, 8, and 11, I think.
Okay. And Tomcat also picking up the old rod. Maybe Tomcat will be taking a look at the fishing slots at least. That mod didn't really do that well. And yep, Tomcat is taking at least a look. But I expect Tomcat will be pretty happy to find the black glasses in the Brow Tower. That would give his my cargo definitely
Okay, a
more
level 10
spread.
Arcanine is really interesting here. Oh, he only has 1 Pokeball though.
And it
Yeah.
breaks out. Oh, it's unfortunate. Yeah, not trying again. I can understand it. If Tomcat really wants to try, probably wants to buy a few more balls before doing it. But says, well, Mug's good enough for now. So finds the Earth badge.
Here we go.
While Vandio is already taken on the Elder. Not too much trouble so far, which really the Jerfrick shouldn't really have many troubles. Ice Punch,
Yes.
Bubble Beam on Strength does give you very nice range and very nice coverage. And,
Yes. Weirdly enough, when you have a Pokemon like Girafarig or Porygon 2, which have stab normal but are mainly special user, as soon as you have normal and water, you actually have perfect coverage of the game. There's not a single type in the game that resists water normal.
and has also Vital Throw on the side.
Yes.
Sky Attack Poliwrath though
Oh!
can
Okay,
be bad.
he got extreme speed.
Yeah, especially if the Sky Attack crits and then is followed up by that extreme speed. Well, that was unlucky. Ew.
I would not be happy.
Oh no, definitely not. Okay, second trainer, not too big of a problem. In the gym. Oh, but Hitmontop having Dig.
This is where you want to have Earthquake.
That's definitely for fights you would want to have against that R. But I think we did see an Hitmontop on Tomcat's side, and I think he caught it. So having Dig available actually can be very nice this early on, especially since you do not have to worry about escape ropes.
Nice.
Oh!
Oh!
That is a stab psychic on Giraffric.
Okay. Vandio is having a very good edge here.
Well. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lavatar also having Dig and the Mug really struggling against that, since it does not really have a move against Stone currently.
Yes.
And Bone Club too. Oh, this is bad.
Like, Giraffric is not a Pokemon to neglect because it's very, very similar stats to another Pokemon that you guys all know because of how good it is in these, and it's very similar to Kingdra. Kingdra having 95 in all of its stats and 85 in speed, well, Giraffric also have 85 in speed and it's 90 special attack. So like, when you run them as special user, they are very, very similar.
Yep. And it looks like Tomcat said nope to the Elder, who I believe didn't have anything important, so this won't be too bad. Instead,
And
the
the red scale for Vandio. I hope I didn't miss any items.
I don't think so.
And the Marsh Badge. If I miss any item, you can feel free to tell me, chat. Don't worry about it. And I would say that so far, they're not necessarily all good, but our runners have picked up a lot of TMs.
Yeah. They were pretty underwhelming, especially compared to what the Giraffric learned on its own. There is some fringe case uses for some of them. We had a Pain Split TM that I believe Tomcat at least sold. I believe there was Outrage too. So if you're in need for another special type move, you would have one available. But yeah.
Well, I will keep that question on the side because I have a question for Vandio at the end of the race and I want to know. I will ask him if getting Psychic on the Giraffric actually changed his mind into possibly skipping Azalea to main switch, but now to keep the Giraffe going.
And definitely an interesting question.
It's the kind of thing I would consider, the fact that you learn Psychic on a very usable Pokemon like Giraffe, making you do Azalea and keep going with the Giraffe instead of just skipping and going main switch.
Yeah, I would even before learning Psychic, I would have said there was a reason, or definitely there were reasons for Vandio to say, okay, I will try to stick with this Giraffric. There will be not many mains that will be much better, and the cycling road that we would have access to, and close to Fuchsia, the egress, there are not always really usable Pokemon there. Sometimes they can be really, really bad choices, and if you take a bit to find a main, you can also try to use that time to make your current main more runnable. And who knows, maybe we will find Pokegear and Radio Card somewhat soon and then can switch to a level 50 instead of a level 30. So I think with this Psychic on Giraffric, if the consideration wasn't there before, I definitely think most people would probably say, well, this Giraffe is good enough. we will see what Tomcat decides to do. This map definitely not the greatest so far. It does lack a bit of coverage.
Yes.
So,
and as you just saw in Vandio's stream, the importance of having one strength for Giraffe Rig when you encounter a Pokemon like Chansey.
yep. Tomcat at least doing some shopping here. We do have a lot of money available. And yep, Tomcat is passing on Azalea for now.
Did he enter the center though? Have you seen?
I don't think so.
Because that would have been a potential just wiping back to Azalea. Oh, now it's very interesting for a runner because knowing that they pick up the SS ticket, they know that Fly is available early on.
Well, Fly has to be or is limited to some stuff. It cannot be North Johto currently, as long as we do not find the Squirt Bottle. So that is something we.
It's also very scary for Tomcat because he knows that he skipped Azalea.
Yep. I mean, for this tournament, there is the early fly logic, or there is an early fly logic, so there is always the risk if you do not find it and skip stuff like Azalea that you leave behind parts of fly. But I think, especially in Tomcat's position, it's probably the better move to make.
Yes.
So there is quite big chunk of game left where both parts of fly can be. So Azalea has.
My guess on Vandio is he's
items.
doing the quests right now, and he's gonna go do the gym after when he has to go back for the charcoal.
Can tag that may freeze foes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mark items. I was so focused on the race. We have SS ticket for both now.
Yeah.
And hopefully I didn't miss anything else.
No, I think that's good. Very good. But yeah, we apparently do have either Ice Beam or Blizzard in the Mart here in Goldenrod. That's very nice to know.
No, Powder Snow description is a bit different. So it is Blizzard or Ice Beam. Because I believe one of them, yeah, is a move that may cause freezing, and the other one is a move that may freeze. They do both have the pass and the SS ticket. Did I mark something wrong? Oh,
no.
But the SS ticket is not showing on stream, and I marked that.
Yeah, I see it.
I think our bot is having a problem, guys. Let me unmark and remark, and hopefully it fixes.
Sometimes it takes a minute or two, especially as we have to mark something else now too, and the Poke Gear that is on Buena, I believe. And
I'm gonna refresh because it doesn't seem like anything is being marked. No, oh, it worked when you did it. Okay, now it's marked. Okay.
Sometimes the tracker can take a few seconds. It's not an unknown problem, but unfortunately it's not something we cannot fully fix or make disappear.
So we have Vandio finishing on Bugsy, so we're gonna see if Azalea Skip was the right move here.
I didn't see anything important there yet. Max Eater is okay. Max Revive is a bit nicer, but neither is required.
Clear Bell for
Ooh.
Tomcat. This is also pretty good.
So yeah, from the looks of it, neither Fly nor Storm Badge or even anything important in Azalea.
Now a runner has to figure out where can they both be.
Oh, I think Tom will look for main here first on Cycling Road.
Let's see the options. Oh, okay.
Poliwhirl, decent.
Yes. Would you consider Politoad or Poliwrath?
Definitely depends a bit on the moveset. Overall, I'd say Politoad would be the better choice in general for
I agree.
Item Randomizer.
Just
Depending on
type-wise, I don't think adding fighting type helps you. I think it makes it harder.
I mean, if it's a very physical moveset, then you can think about maybe running with the Poliwrath.
Yes.
But
Seems like he's gonna go with a Sand Slash for now.
Sand Slash, my very first
the
main.
moveset is very, very doubtful though.
Yeah, I mean, we do have strength, but yeah, Frustration, Thunder, that's not something, or that's not the moves that you want to rely on a Sand Slash. Again, the very first full item randomizer I ran with the Sand Slash, but that had Sword Stance and Earthquake. So that feels a bit stronger than what the Sand Slash currently has. And Sand Slash has a high physical attack, has a high physical defense, but special defense very low.
Now, are we gonna see
selling the Blizzard TM again for a bit of money?
Okay, we did see him. A powerful punch, so I'm guessing Mega Punch. PKMN is 4. That's powerful.
Definitely great utility to have.
As soon as you're faster than your opponent, you're almost guaranteed to win if you don't get one shot.
Okay. What was on the bike shop? I missed it.
Waterfall from Tomcat.
Is resetting it away though. Does not really want to return, and Waterfall does not help us immediately. We cannot even serve, and even if we could, we don't have Rising Badge.
Yeah. I think the very weird play right now, if you're Tomcat, is that I know he skipped what Vandio is doing right now. He skipped north of Goldenrod, and these are all possibilities for Fly. So he will probably have to return to Johto and then back to Kanto again to take the boat, or is he just gonna? He's just gonna move on.
Okay, that I wanna say is.
This is very dangerous because, as you saw on Vandio, he just picked up Surf.
Yeah, and if Tomcat manages to find the...
And
Ooh.
Storm Badge. Oh, okay. Okay.
So if Tomcat is gonna find the squirt bottle, then this actually would be very okay. He would
Yes.
just be able to return to Lower Johto very easily. But I really don't like this. This is very, very risky, and if you do not find that squirt bottle and you have to take the boat back to Kanto to then take the path back to Lower Johto.
So now,
South
with
Johto.
all that we saw, since none of our racer have found the fog badge, I am confident to say it's either Janine or the Kenya. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry, because Tomcat skipped Whitney and the underground as well.
Yep, we do have a few checks left still.
But after that, it would be Janine and Kenya back and forth. The question in Vandio's shoes is: do you go to Kento or do you risk the Kenya back and forth?
I mean, we also do have the Nugget Head Hermes. That at least one check in there.
That's not good.
I never said it's good, but it's there. So yeah.
Nah, Jarvis. Forgetting Nugget Bridge is not what I usually forget. Red Scale is what I usually forget.
True,
The joke.
we do have that check too.
Yes.
Okay, and Tomcat has made it to Olivine. But yeah, this Jeffrick is going now. Surf, Ice Punch, Psychic, Strength. That is a moveset.
Yes. The only thing we don't want to see if you're in Vandio's shoes right now is early Janine. Because it is quite the low level though.
Yeah, that would be very bad. But we do have a few checks still open left, and 2 coming up here with Whitney. Tomcat does hit up the lighthouse. Let's hope for the sake of a very close race. Yeah.
Okay, this is really tough decision for Vandio now. Okay, he got it. He's safe. So fog badge and HM2.
Well,
this is a tough one for Tomcat so far.
Now Tomcat really, really needs that squirt bottle, and soon.
Would you move on to Kanto if you were in Vandio's shoes right now, or would you be more tempted to check the surf checked? There's the Pokegears.
I think at least the quick surf checks that and
like
Violet
Dojo
and
Fall, Violet, Cherry Grove.
Those I would check just to see if I get something that helps me a bit more in other places right now. Maybe locate the plane badge to open up more.
Seems like we're going to Kento.
And yeah. I would hold up on stuff like the Union Basement. And probably would have even left Tojo Falls there. And
oh, okay.
But, I mean, Now that you have Fly, you have pretty much the whole world open for you to just get there once and be able to return at any time. So makes sense to just make that short.
I think Vandio just now realized that he doesn't have a single Pokemon to use HMs. He has the Kenya, but he will have to return this eventually.
Vandio has the egg, so once that hatches, that will be one Pokemon to use. And currently, with what Vandio has opened up, he's not forced to return the Kenya anytime soon. So you can teach it Fly for now, use it in the meantime.
Yes.
And once you have exhausted your other quick checks, you can still return the Kenya. And hopefully then you will have at least found another Pokemon to catch, or even the egg has hatched.
Now, wait. I think I need to mark this off of Tomcat because he resetted the waterfall, didn't he?
Yeah, Tomcat does not have waterfall. He knows where it is, but he currently does not have it available.
Which is going to be the difference with Vandio, because he can just fly back if he goes there.
Yep. And also with the ability to surf, once we find Rising Badge, then you would actually be able to use that waterfall, which would be very, very nice to...
Oh, we're seeing potential main switch, actually, from Vandio.
Yeah, I mean, you can get up to level 39 in here in the waters, so it definitely doesn't hurt to take at least a look. I don't think he's switching to anything subpar.
Oh my god,
but,
that is so good. It's a male though, but it's still a good Pokemon.
Yep. We have Strength, so Step Strength Bear. Definitely worthwhile.
I think we're going to be seeing a... Oh, he's lucky with the one hit. I was about to say a reset, but maybe not.
I mean...
He still has one Pokemon.
Might just take a reset and see if you're more lucky with a male bear. Of course, you cannot really know if it is the...
He got it on his last ball.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. But Vandio is skipping right now the Super Rod checks, which makes sense. They do not have cut yet.
Yep. I mean, again, Vandio has Fly, so can basically return at any point. So why not just grab the Fly points in North Johto first and do the quick checks on the way? As you said, if you get cut, you can make that trip more efficient. Meanwhile, Tomcat does fight Rivals 3, so we will get to listen to the rumors soon.
Oh, let me actually put the volume in just a little bit higher so I can help you guys on those. You can correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
I cannot. I'm very bad.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm not sure. If chat helps me there, I will be able to confirm.
I want to say I've heard the first one somewhat recently, but I cannot pinpoint it.
Nidoqueen is correct. Seeking... Nidoqueen as the Suicune is correct. I'm not sure about the Seeking. Let me hear them again. Wait, did I forgot to mark something? Did they just pick up something?
I cannot really remember. Somehow this is gone by, but I don't think there was anything important. And I do agree with the seeking for the most part. That feels right.
Speaking is right indeed. I just re-listened to them. Dugon as the second. I can see it, yes.
So
Hitmonchan? Maybe.
so not the greatest of aromas.
I would probably take the Seeking over Sandslash, and the Nidoqueen definitely over the Sandslash.
Or just put Explosion on Annie and go for Boom Strats. That's an interesting TM we got there.
I mean, if he didn't enter a single Pokemon Center, it's a way for Tomcat to go back. Because he took the vote, but he took the vote from Goldenrod to Olivine, which I don't think affect your last center.
I think you are right. Question is, when did Tomcat center last, or where?
Probably the old Rod center.
Yeah, and that would be, again, not the greatest for Tomcat.
He entered in Goldenrod? Oh, okay.
If so, that would definitely be better. That's where he needs to be to get Fly.
Oh, wow. He just Thunder on the Rain Dance Lugia. That
Ooh.
was good. Now he can Thunder his whole way through the fight. He cannot miss. Oh, that Mewtwo though.
Yeah, that's a trainer. Lugia into Mewtwo. What the? Mewtwo has Sky Attack too. Okay. Alright, that was bait.
Is he gonna take the death? Because he's switching to all of his spare Pokemon.
Maybe.
Is he trying to take the wipe and be back in Goldenrod? Did he like found his way to wipe?
Maybe
No,
just preparing.
Okay. Yes.
Fainting all his other Pokemon so that he only has one to faint left. But yeah, that. Why is that trainer not the gym leader there? Running Lugia and Mewtwo? Oh boy. That is Morty done. And I mean, full restore is okay. But currently, Morty not required.
Yes, I don't think doing Morty this early was a bad idea, knowing that there is actually 2 item in Burn Tower plus 2 item on Morty, and both of our player have the clear bell.
And I don't think with the play that Tomcat make, there is anything that you really can afford to skip over here.
No,
Because
exactly.
if you do make such a risky play, you do need something that pays off from it. And I don't think Tomcat has found anything so far. Or anything worthwhile, I believe. There was that basement key, but that doesn't really help you that much. Although I guess you could go for an early basement play here. And see if that is something.
It's not a very heavy badge seat for both of our runner. We can assume that at least.
Yeah.
4 for Vandio, only 2 for Tomcat.
Yeah, so for the early basement play in Tomcat's position, you would definitely have to skip the real director check. I hope that isn't anything, so it does have some drawbacks there too. Vandio is going to tackle Mount Mortar.
Yes, Vandio is ahead by a lot. He has a better main overall, and he has Flying Storm badge, so he's for sure ahead. But you never know.
Well, it still depends on what Tomcat is finding here and what Tomcat does decide to do after this. If he does reset back to the Goldenrod Center, if he can feign back to the Goldenrod Center, it definitely is not as bad as it could be and maybe looks currently. Because he would be then right then and there for Fly, and yeah, wouldn't be too far off here, but still, it's Vandio definitely was more thorough.
Okay.
And that is Rising Badge. So
there it is. This makes it interesting because we both know that Vandio do not have Waterfall, but we know where it is. So all Waterfall is technically available right now.
Yep.
Including the way towards Victory Road plus Mount Mortar Waterfall Room.
Well, there is a different problem that we have with going to Victory Road, and the Soul Badge definitely helped in that. And that is, we do need 8 badges to get to Victory Road
Yes.
from the waterfall side. And I mean, we are now at 6 for Vandio, so close, but still not there. Tomcat grabbing Lake of Rage. Save point, and yep, that Sand Slash is going boom.
And we have both a runner in the same location.
Okay, so I don't know if Tomcat had that explosion TM earlier when he centered an Olivine, which is okay. It's not as good as Goldenrod, but it's not nearly as good as Goldenrod, because going back with the boat and then
I don't think he actually
Canto,
center. I think the boat
Yeah.
did place him there. Yeah. Peter would have been happy about what Vandio just saw there. Shiny Umbreon. Which aesthetically I think looks amazing. But of course you cannot run an Umbreon to win a race.
I mean, you can take it for HMs. Which definitely is still a consideration for Vandio, although Vandio has the egg that will eventually be able to hold HMs. Because one of the Pokemon Vandio has is still a Kenya, so that will go away at some point.
This is interesting here because we can see from Vandio that he is willing to do the little checks he left behind. The question is, will he think about the Super Rod?
I think eventually he will. It's just that he's going to do the things for now here. And this one was encouraged by the Rising badge too, as that was an additional check here. And Waterfall in this position really would not help you that much currently.
It seems like Tomcat is willing to just do another Death Warp after picking Waterfall, or either fight the guy back.
I mean, at this point, why not? Given a wood waterfall is there, why not just grab it while you're here? Maybe even take the items in a rock tunnel. Okay, depositing all his other Pokemons for the next
And
boot.
here's the red scale for Vandio as well. What do we have? Etienne.
That's a sweet Sun TM there.
No, it's only required in your races, Nate.
Ooh. Interesting
Secret
find.
potion, yeah.
So, that boom will set it back to Olivine again, right? Didn't send it
I
out.
believe so.
So, I mean...
No,
why
it would
you...
put him into Vermilion.
Okay.
I was trying to find it. Thank you.
Vandio on the Mach Punch TM teaches that to Ursaring for coverage. Definitely better than Ember for an Ursaring.
We're gonna go see Kenya. Okay, this is really interesting now.
Ooh.
That's also Vandio's 7 badges, so he cannot do early basement now.
Nope. But what he can do is...
strength.
Yep. And with 7 badges, that means a Blackthorn Nexus. So, Route 44, Ice Path, Route 45, all grabs. Even Dark Cave. And there goes Sand Slash Boom again. Back to Saffron.
Okay, so we do have the return to Goldenrod for Tomcat.
And Tomcat is now going to get the Storm Badge. Probably will be not that happy after he also gets Fly as soon as he tackles Whitney. But it has to be done. Meanwhile, Vandio did decide to do the rocket hideout. At least not something that Vandio had to do at this right moment, but it is a lot of checks in there, and with how early it is open, it is more likely than not that there will be something in there, so why just not do it first? Get some XP on your main, and then see from there. But again, with 7 badges and Surf and Strength both fully available, there's definitely other stuff that Vandio could have done before. So especially if if Vandio does not find anything in here, that's a point where you might question yourself, why did I go in there early? But there's at least a lost item, so we have one check that we will have to do after this to know if there's something in here. And Tomcat now going back for Whitney. And there's Fog Badge and Fly for Tomcat. Yeah, and Tomcat now does need to pick up at least 2 Pokemon back from the one he deposited. Because you really do not want to teach your items to the Kenya and then trade it away. At least now Tom is able to move around much more freely and has that waterfall HM, which Vandio did not pick up yet. So once Tomcat does find the Rising Badge, Tomcat could check out the waterfall lock items in Mount Morton. That could be an advantage. Does decide to hit up the soft sand guards first, though. While Vandio does learn Sludge for the sorcery. Does round out the moveset just a bit more.
This is really, really interesting. I hope Tomcat is not too bad now that he got Fog Badge and Fly.
We will see. I mean, this soft sand girls check this early is definitely something you always see. There are quite a few runners that like to put off that check if they can. So this might have been something that came out of it. But yeah, there is still a lot that can happen in this ROM, and
Yes.
especially with Tomcat having that waterfall, there is an actual way that can pay off for Tomcat currently.
Yes, that's what you have to know as well is Vandio is way far from being out of check and having to go check that Super Rod guide. Now that he has strength, a lot of his game opened up.
And Tomcat did grab a decent amount of fly points, so
This is interesting.
Ooh. Now we do have neither Whirlpool nor Laser Badge, so we do not have access to World Islands anytime soon. But that Silverwing, yeah, that can definitely be an option to for main switch for Tomcat, and yeah, that's likely something then you won't really get access to in a reasonable amount of time. Not that Vandio really needs it with that Earth Ring, but that could definitely be some aid for Tomcat there. But so far, I believe the Rocket Hideout really did not have much of anything. Again, there was the lost item.
I was about to say, only the lost item. Ooh.
That's a Zapdos.
Believe it or not, that was the starter in my run yesterday.
Oh, that's always nice to have.
And I eventually main switched to the 60, which was a Venusaur.
Decent choice, definitely.
Yeah, I was only level 31 on the Zapdos.
Yeah. I think the Tomcat would gladly take a level 60 Venusaur in this position.
Yeah, over Sandslash? I think so. Okay, are we gonna see price from Vandio?
Probably. Don't think it doesn't make much sense to skip price now that you've done the whole Rocket Hideout for essentially nothing. Considering that you could have just skipped your Rocket Hideout altogether.
Yeah. Not all the time. It really depends on what I'm missing, actually, Rit. So both of our run are pretty much over with their own little rocket section. And that was
Flash. Ugh. So, this HM05 is only required if there is Ant Badge or Pokegear part in the Flash Chamber.
Or an item unlocking one of those.
Yeah.
So Vandio will be looking oh, go ahead.
No. Now, anything else that would logically need Flash, you can just go to in the dark. So, yeah, this Rocket Hideout for now really had not anything that we hard need.
expansion card. So we're only missing the radio card on Vandio's part. I'm just curious at this point what is Vandio's thinking about his HMs. Because he is out of Pokemon to teach HM now. He fully maxed out his Giraffe Rig in HMs. And he do not have another Pokemon, I think. And he deposited his egg as well, so I don't think he's gonna hatch it.
Did he deposit his egg?
Yes.
Okay. I would be curious about that.
And Bugsy finished for Tomcat.
Gonna do the far-fetched quest. To find nothing else. Yeah, we do not have Rock Smash yet, which is not that usual, I'd say, in this tournament.
Cascade. One less go item required for Vandio. He is now at 8 badges. So it now puts Victory Road in logic for him. He doesn't know because of course he doesn't have Waterfall, but we know from our point of view. Zippier badge and that puts Splash in logic.
Now, this does make this a bit interesting. Now actually having access to Flash Chamber. Yeah, we could check in there.
We know for a fact that Boulder Badge was in Rock Tunnel as well.
Well, you will logically need Flash in every seat, so it needs to be available somehow. Again, I would be interested in Vandio's perspective here to check out this Flash Chamber rather sooner than later. I really want to know if that, or I would really want to know if that rocket hideout was essentially useless and could be skipped in theory. Because if it can, then I probably wouldn't feel too good.
And there's the radio card for Tomcat. So now we know where the radio card is, and that is all the access to West Kanto. Of course, both of our players not having Hive Badge and Cut, but we know that Waterfall is accessible, so they could wake up the Snorlax and go West Kanto from Victory Road.
Yeah. This Waterfall that Tomcat has does really start to seem like it could be a difference maker. Or
do you know in tournament setting if Cut could be on West Kanto?
No.
Oh, okay.
So they made it cannot. Easy. Oh wait, no, Cut. I was about to lie. Cut can absolutely be there. Yes.
Okay. So yes, technically speaking, now that Tomcat got Waterfall, he might have a slight advantage here, as long as Vandio doesn't find it.
Yeah, again, this Waterfall really has the potential to be the equalizer. As Tomcat does get Plain Badge here now, so get Strength access.
So I guess it's time for Slowpoke Well and Waterstone Room. For Vandio.
Okay, Vandio, right. I was just thinking for Tomcat that might not be the next play. But Tomcat is at 6 badges, so I do think Tomcat is actually attempting to go for an early basement here.
I don't know if it's worth it because we know in tournament setting that it is not required.
It is not required, but if there is anything in basement and Tomcat fighting this trainer here definitely signifies the intent to go for basement.
There's
if-
something I definitely want to see in tournament settings in one of these tournament race. I want to see an early basement access with card key being on Elite 4, which means that it's not required, but it would be better for you to do it. I want to see it happen. Snow Bear, where are you? I know he can make a ROM that has that.
There is definitely some merit to go for this. A card key does enable you to do this in logic, or is needed for this to be in logic, but it is slow. It is slow. It has less items and slow, and this is just one fight.
This is crazy. Now we're gonna see Vandio getting his access to West Cantel, because this was the radio card.
Yes and no. He gets access to 2 items in West Cantel currently.
True. He do not has Waterfall.
And for Vandio, it definitely does make sense to just go for Waterstone and Flash Chamber. Again, you probably want to hit the Flash Chamber as early as possible, and while you at it, get the Waterstone Chamber checked with it.
Now 8 checks coming on for Vandio. He might get High Veg and cut right here, right away.
That would actually be the dream. Which I don't think is likely.
And I think you were right. I think it's way more likely that one of them is probably in Mount Mortar Waterfall.
Either that or just in West Canto. The seat is definitely pointing in that direction.
Could be Victory Road too.
Yep, true.
A lot of potential. I love seas like this that just spread out.
Oh,
device. Cool.
And yep, that flash chamber is completely unnecessary. So lost
Rocket
item
waste.
question mark or the rocket hideout is just not required.
Or yeah, because it was Flash. It was not Zephyr. Zephyr wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was HMO5 that was there, and that is totally skippable. Okay, early basement from Tomcat. So ideally, Tomcat does find a badge in the second room.
Oh, because he's at 6.
Yep.
Oh,
so currently
that would
he
be
would
really good.
Yeah, currently he would be forced to skip the check on the real director. If he gets a 7th badge in here, the rockets are going to be spawning in, but that is then at that point just one additional fight he has to take. And
Not
we'll
even,
be able to get
because
a check.
you don't have to leave this room. The director will still give it to you as soon as you get 7 badges, so there's no rocket to do.
I actually don't think so.
Yes, I did it multiple times. If you get your badges in the director room, you don't have to face a single rocket. You can just go talk to him immediately.
No
It's
badge
very
here.
fun. It's very fun, and you have to route differently because you have to take the ladder after. Otherwise, like you said, you are forced to do a fight.
There is no badge in there though, so that director will stay there, the item unchecked. Tomcat is now going for Slowpoke, well at least maybe go for Waterstone Chamber now that he has access to it.
Level 24 and 26. Where is Vandio at? Oh,
that is
okay.
Soft Guards, okay. Interesting.
I don't recall Soft Sand Girl having anything. Do you
Nope.
remember?
Nothing worthwhile. Oh, Silverwing was there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Okay, and Tomcat is apparently going for Waterstone Chamber.
Which we know was nothing.
Yeah, but interesting that when you did decide to take on the soft sand cards. It's going to turn in the last item.
No.
And nope, that rocket hideout is entirely useless.
So mahogany
So-
useless. That's crazy.
And that is such a big time sink. If Tomcat manages to skip that altogether, we might actually be back at parity. Or
I wonder
Tomcat
what
at least
is going
being
for
close.
Vandio right now. Thinking about doing Sabrina?
I mean, as in logic, Vandio's checks are very limited. Without Waterfall, without Cut, you really do not have much access at all to West Kanto. So,
Well, I'm curious about Rock Tunnel, because I know you haven't been there.
well, Vandio wasn't. Tomcat was. There is the boulder
Yeah.
badge in there.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, sure, something that Vandio can do, and in logic. I mean, this
Mhm.
Sabrina fight is definitely pretty fast, and Earthring
Yeah.
is definitely a Pokemon that can take it, even with a few levels below. So this is still a faster check compared to other ones. And ooh.
It's the mystery egg. This is really
Spicy.
something. Now the question is, what will Vandio get 5 of?
Oh, it's not 5 radio cards again. That one was a bit interesting. I mean, at that point, I would expect you wouldn't really need an expansion card. That, regardless of what you play, that should make enough noise to wake any Snorlax. If just put up 5 radios
Yes,
there.
yes. We are about to see a Rock Tunnel from Vandio.
Yeah, I mean, you have Flash, so it's fully in logic. You can go to the power plant. That opens up the check-in Cerulean Gym and also enables you to encounter Misty.
I'm just curious because I don't know. I don't remember. Do you know if Vandio did the strength area of Mount Mortar?
I wanna say no.
Because I know Rising was in the basement surf, but I don't think he did the strength part.
I am not entirely sure, but I want to say he didn't.
Here's the secret potion. His egg. Oh, he finally has something for HMs.
Yep. And it is in Hitmonlee.
And now we... Oh! Tomcat just deciding to boom.
So Tomcat might tackle the
If Tomcat skipped the
hideout here.
rocket, this is big. But if he
Nah,
does
he does not.
Oh.
Tomcat's big problem here is he's only on 6 badges and did not decide to do a Mortar Surf, where Rising badge would be, and that would be 7. That would open up the entire world. But here, from Tomcat's perspective, there is 5 in Mount Mortar Surf, 4 in Mount Mortar Strength, which you both have access to, which is 9. And then there's 13 items behind Rocket Hideout. So, which is more likely to get you the badges? And yeah. Unfortunate that Tomcat actually won't find any badge in here.
What are we gonna see from Vandio? Because Vandio do have access to the 2 item behind the Snorlax, which he haven't checked yet.
Yes,
Is he gonna go Lavender South, pick the Super Rod item, and then go to the Snorlax from there? Oh!
Yeah,
Did I called it?
I definitely would have expected him to at least check here this very soon. He was probably looking for some more access after that. Again, those 2 item checks won't do much for you. And this waterfall, again, as mentioned, will open up so much.
And the order in which he did things is really good because now he's gonna wake up the Snorlax and he can go straight to Victory Road and straight to West Kanto on his path.
Well, after
Because if you wake up the Snorlax first, if you don't wake up the Snorlax and you go to Victory Road, you have to go there twice.
Yep.
I would keep the Ursaring here.
Yeah, you do not switch to the Gligar. This is a little risky.
Yeah, skipping the items behind it is risky.
I mean, if it is just cut and there's nothing behind cut, then okay, that won't really affect you at all. If there's nothing, you really don't need it. But if there's Hive Badge in exactly those two checks, after Diglett Cave, you won't get that anytime soon anymore. And you would have go through there through Diglett's Cave.
Let's see. I am calling cut here in Mount Mortar where he's at.
I say
At least, one of the part. I'm calling one of the part.
Again, I say Hive Badges in West Kanto. It just really points in that direction.
There's not that many check West Kanto technically. There's 2 in Viridian Forest. There's Brock Blue Blaine. There's the guy in Viridian City that gives you the TM normally, and you have Route 4.
Yeah. But still, enough checks for there to be something.
Yep. I mean, 1 check is enough to have something.
Yep.
You can tell that to Route 4.
And then there's E4 that has even double the checks.
Oh no.
I mean, E4 is accessible now. You never know. Okay. I just got an yeah, as it pops up in chat, I was just thinking, you know a vanilla rainbow wing? Anyone?
Shh. We don't talk about that. So nothing here. Okay. Completely useless for Vandio.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But,
I wonder what's in his mind now. Morty kimonos?
Maybe at least kimonos.
Burnt Tower? Okay, kimonos. I'm surprised. In his shoes, I would have went to Victory Road.
Yeah, me too. I can see just doing kimonos, holding off on Morty for now.
Yeah.
Didn't when you do Morty already? I think we saw it at least on one side.
Yes. Tomcat did Morty.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, especially with Mystery Egg, that's even 1 check more over there. That makes it more appealing. But or just for Victory Road and West Kanto, that's just so quite a few quick checks to get to, or quote unquote quick checks. They're not as quick as they could be. And it's not that this Earthring really needs an additional level currently. Even with the highest possible encounter in Victory Road being level 40, this Earthring would have been already high enough to repel against it, and I think they, with both being on daytime, they actually won't be able to, wouldn't have been able to encounter that. So, I mean,
we're very early in the race still. It's only 1 hour 22. The pace of this race is going well.
Vandio definitely does not really need to feel bad. Although I guess there was that useless rocket hideout, or quote unquote useless. So maybe trying to be safe against an Kimono Girls play.
One thing that we don't know about the Burn Tower is Rock Smash and Strength in there, because when Tomcat went there, he had neither of them.
Yep. And we still do not have Rock Smash access, or even found any type of Rock Smash that would be not in Logic. We simply do not have access. And we could check the Strength check, but yeah, for that you would have to fight Rival 2, and that's not something Vandio really wants to do. Rival 3, and that's not something Vandio wants to do currently. Yeah. Going for Victory Road now.
Of course, having to skip the Whirlpool, which is sad, but it happens.
I really cannot remember many ROMs where I was taking this road and I actually had Whirlpool access. I feel like this check is so often being isolated. It's really no surprise if it happens.
Here's the Zapdos on Tomcat's screen. Another question is, if you're Vandio, do you take the Elite Four check, the mark? Do you beat Rival and take the fly point?
Since I have flight access to Viridian, probably not.
Skip, yeah. I would skip as well.
If you were up here and did not have woken up the Snorlax yet, then maybe.
Yes. And Whirlpool has been found. Where is Glacier Badge now? I'm gonna say it's in Cyanwood.
I mean, if you get the Glacier Badge here in Victory Road 2, you could actually just do a safe reset kind of thing to just go back for that Route 27 item.
Yes.
Because you are pretty close to it currently, and you never get closer to it again. But no such luck. Yep, and not taking the 4-fly road, a fly point. Earthring not in dire need of extra levels. Yeah, wait. You cannot cut that. You can surf around though.
Okay, I was like, Vandio, what's going in your mind? Okay, it's a rare candy. So Flash has been obtained for Tomcat.
Tomcat going back to Acrotique. This is going to be the
Ace.
soft checks. Mount Mortar and maybe strength checks.
Are we gonna see Brock and Route 4?
I don't think we see Route 4 right now. We could see Brock.
Oh, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna go towards Janine because he has cut. Oh no, he doesn't have cut. Oh, that's interesting play.
I mean, you can go Blaine, talk to Blue, set that up, and go that way to Janine. You have the fly point in future once you get cut.
Yeah.
And Janine is still 2 items for a single fight. That is not too hard, so...
And
Decent
there's
check
the
away.
Rising Badge for Tomcat. This is a tough one because both... There's a lot... Like, there's very little location that are fast and quick checks for Vandio left.
Really aren't any.
There's the Soul Badge as well.
Vandio did stock up on X items, I believe, so this blind fight should definitely be doable at this plane fight. And yeah, really, there is not too many, or there are not too many enticing checks left. So you have to do something. Yeah, okay. If the mirror would just have feint attack, then it's okay. But this minimize is definitely annoying.
There we go.
Oh, look away, Bakura. The Pikachu is setting up on us.
With Swords Dance.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. He got the poison.
Yeah, that's important. But
there's a hyper potion that's gonna be coming soon. Does he really have not a single move?
Oh, and the burn. Nope. He has Mach Punch, Strength, Thrash, and Sludge.
Oh.
This Misdrew is really annoying. And it having Sacred Fire doesn't make it better. Luckily, Sacred Fire has only 5 PP though. So
yes.
it should have at most 1 more.
The biggest issue is the next turn for now it's going to be high max potion, yep. But at least it doesn't get rid of the poison. Yeah. And if I recall, Blaine only uses 1. Okay. That was the last Sacred Fire.
Okay, then I miscounted. Yeah, so... Okay, Wrap definitely not... Wrap is definitely not dangerous, but again, annoying. If that hits that. Getting the extra text box slow and then damage you can dodge. Ancient Power not too scary, but the boost...
This is really scary.
Was that a second boost?
I would heal here. Because I think it was boost. Okay.
Finally, this mistress goes down. And all of that just for a max elixir. Unfortunate.
And I think we're out of repel for Tomcat.
It does seem like it.
There's the Janine fight for Vandio. So if I recall, Vandio is very limited on Route 4, Nugget Bridge, Blue, Janine, and Surge.
Yeah, there's also Vanilla False
Tower, but
yeah. There's E4.
And Elite 4. Oh, and Cyano. Yeah, I'm curious about that. He didn't do that.
That is actually 4 more.
I actually called
Check
Cyanwood having Glacier, so we'll see.
This would allow you to go straight into Whirl Islands. At this point, it's questionable that you really take a look at the Lugia. You can, but there's not much that you would switch for again. I guess the Surf Ring is
The
decent
difference
enough.
between 44 and 60, it must not be neglectable because the amount of XP you need to reach 60 is massive.
Yeah, definitely.
So it really depends on the
but,
Pokemon itself.
Yeah.
And there's Cut, but no Hive.
I wanted to say imagine both pieces, but only one. Still though, if there's one piece, there might not be another one too far off.
Okay, so we're gonna go see Surge, apparently.
Yep.
No.
Oh no.
Oh! Of course,
rem-
he has Cut now. He can do it all. 3 checks
Well-
here. Yes. Now that he has Cut, this is 3 checks. And Hive Badge, here we go! And now all the Cut checks are available. You need to teach Cut.
Yeah, so without Cut, there were only 2 available.
Yes.
Without Hive Badge.
Let's just say I called it.
I mean, I specifically said if Hive Badge is in those 2 checks, and yeah, well, it was.
And I feel like we're gonna be seeing Vandio just doing all the Cut checks now.
Yeah, Lake of Rage first. 3
Yeah.
to grab.
You have Lake of Rage, Violet, and South of Lavender. Because the last one would be Nugget Bridge, which you don't want to do.
Well, there's also Route 15, Rite of Fuchsia.
True. That is exactly the kind of check I would forget.
It's a few checks here and there.
There's the Super Rock. I think Tomcat is on Jasmine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you're going now for Route 12. 2 remaining items here.
And he postponed this place as long as he could before getting Waterfall because he was looking for Caught. Master Ball. I mean, he can catch the 60 if he wants. Oh!
And Rainbow Wing, and I guess I know what we're seeing next.
Yes. I would still probably do Cut checks, though.
Yeah, the quick ones. I definitely won't do Erika right now. Save that for later. Route 15 makes sense. Still a fast one. I probably won't do...
I like what I'm
would
seeing
do
from Tomcat,
Cyanwood.
though. We're gonna see the Cyanwood.
Yep.
I am very intrigued there, but now that we got the Rainbow Wing, I'm also very intrigued about what's there.
Yeah. From Tomcat's perspective, it definitely makes sense to take here. In Vandio's case, I would probably prefer Tin Tower currently.
Yes.
Just more checks. Route 5, Route 32, TMO 5.
And I'm expecting now to fly to Ekritik. No, wait! He has to do Morty first. Oh.
Well, you do what you have to do.
I guess. He's gonna go by Repels. Oh, okay.
Secret potion.
Jasmine secret potion. Okay, interesting.
This might be showing that Vandio might want to go Cyanwood first.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find a card key.
Probably.
Trying to skip Morty.
Definitely can see that.
But we're gonna see if all of he's doing is useful because Tomcat is barely ahead of him in this. 2 more fights for Tomcat, and then 3 checks, 2 on trucks and 1 on wife. I have a bad feeling about Tin Tower. I think it will be Tin Tower Morty required.
Probably. I mean, there's still that strength lock item in Burn Tower. And at that point, it would be an interesting question. You have already fought the rival 3. You could decide to either do Morty or do Radio Tower after all, if the card key were in there. What would you go for in that position?
If
Morty
I was
would
in
probably
Tomcat's
be just
position, I would
faster.
probably just go Tin Tower because he already did Morty. If I was in Vandio's position and I get the card key in Cyanwood, I would probably do the Radio Tower because as soon as you find Glacier Badge, Claire is not a bad option.
I was actually talking about the strength locked item in Burn Tower.
Oh, yeah, that one is also a very...
If that is card key, do you still do Morty? You are already closer there, or do you diverge and go for Radio Tower?
I would probably diverge because Radio Tower also unlocks more than just... As for Morty, it unlocks only Tin Tower.
True. On the other hand, it is just the 5 items behind or in Dragon's Den that you get out of Radio Tower.
Yes.
So.
But you also get all of the basement that, yes, we know is useless. But you get all of basement removing the rockets, and you also get everything that is in the tower itself. So the fake director, the real director, the pink bow, and the Sunny Day TM.
I was forgetting about that basement key that we had. Tomcat already did those checks except for the director.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have that, then definitely card key is way more attractive. Doing it just that way.
Now we're about to see Tomcat picking up the Zephyr badge soon enough. And I believe Cascade was in here as well?
At least Cascade. I know that. That one was the Rock Smash item.
Oh, okay. I know Zephyr was here too.
Rock Smash item. The one next to that Rock Smash. Still, that we cannot get through in this ROM. Which is also something that actually you do not see that often. Most of the time when you have Ice Path access, you have some way of Rock Smash available to you.
Vandio is very suffering from TMs in this ROM. Weirdly enough, because they picked a lot, but apparently they're all not very usable physically.
Yeah, I mean, we had that Blizzard TM in the Mart, but I think that's really about it. Mega Punch, if it was that, not the greatest move to use. It's just inaccurate, and you have Strength, which is almost as strong. I believe there was an egg bomb TM, but that's even less accurate.
Yes. I mean, when you have strength, you really don't necessarily want egg bomb.
So yeah, for a physical man, you would like to see drill peck or shadow ball.
I'm gonna believe you because I forgot to mark cascade. I'm gonna believe that it was there.
I'm very sure it was there. Yeah. Then you're done with Chuck. Also, did you find anything?
I think this is gonna go towards Bird Tower now.
Probably. I mean, I guess you could do Sabrina.
He's doubting. He's probably gonna go to Erica.
Yeah, you could do Erica. Which I do not really hate. You got that cut and nothing from it.
Yeah.
But...
Although it's a big matter though of doing Erica 2 checks, thinking that Karki could just be in tin with 12 checks.
Yeah,
a bit of a gamble.
I actually wanted to mention that we did get that rainbow wing from cut, so yeah. I can see doing Erica. Actually, not doing Erica cost me one of my races.
Yes.
So it's one of those checks that you really never are sure when to do. It is a few checks, so it's not the fastest, but it's 2 checks. And some people, if they can't skip Morty, they try to skip Morty.
Which is mainly the case for Vandio, apparently.
But I personally definitely would have gone to Burn Tower here.
Yeah.
Again, there is that one additional check you get in there, which we have not seen from either one. So it's one more check you get out of it that equalizes what Radio Tower can give you. Vandio has not done basement, so I can understand trying to find card key and wanting to do that.
Yes.
Because it's not that unlikely that the badge is in there.
It's very likely that Tin has anything though, because both of our runners are still, technically speaking, missing 5 badges. And that's a lot of badges for the point in the game where they're at, because the only access that Vandio doesn't have is card key in the whole game, and technically Rock Smash.
Yeah. On the other hand, you can also argument in the way can say Ten Tower won't have all of those badges, so at least one, probably 2, will be somewhere else in potential one-off checks. And
the one thing that I'm guessing though, now that it was not in Cyanwood, is Glacier badge is very likely to be in 10, and if Glacier's in 10, that also unlocks all of Whirl Island.
Yep, true.
Which could lead to even more badges. I think you cannot neglect Tin Tower there. You have to go there as soon as possible.
Again, it is really hard to know when to do Erica and when not. So,
I mean, we'll know. TM into PP up. Tough one.
So, if this TM31 isn't exactly Earthquake, this probably wasn't worth it.
The logic of this seed is wild. I think it's okay. It just forces you to do Morty, honestly.
Yeah, which sometimes happens. As much as nobody hates it.
Morty not a scam?
It
can still be a scam.
We don't know. We
don't
don't
know.
know.
It could still be a scam.
Yep. Unless we find card key somewhere behind Tin Tower.
Or Glacier Badge. If we find Glacier Badge in the basement here, might not be. That gives more and more potential. So, if I'm not wrong, the only rock smash that these guys are missing are the 3 in Dark Cave and the 1 in Burnt Tower.
Well, that's the only hard rock smash locked items, yes.
Okay.
There is that one check in Ice Path that you can get to faster with rock smash, but you don't need rock smash.
I think he's still trying to skip Morty, not doing the roamer there.
You do the check first, because after you activate the roamers, Morty appears.
Yeah.
And you have to talk to him, and you don't want that. If you want to get the item, so you get the item first. As you can bike in here, you can just bike back. It's faster than getting back, going back
about to realize that Hive Badge is there, but still no cut. Where was cut again? How he died to Surge. Oh, I didn't see that. That's tough.
Right. Oh, Janine apparently. Yeah, cut was on Janine, right?
Oh, right.
Which is actually accessible without taking the Victory Road route. So you could just go do Janine, get your cut, and then do West Kanto like normal.
Oh, item-wise, both of our trainer are pretty much at the same thing.
I mean, with how this layout looks and the locations of Waterfall and such, and it just feels like the seed wants you to go West Kanto with Waterfall to find your cut.
Unless you do Janine by cycling, but that's also very debatable.
Yeah, we know that it's that way and not be necessary, but from Tomcat's perspective out, everything looks like you're probably going to find cuts in West Kanto.
Rainbowing being major difference? Yes, but he's gonna end up there soon. But yeah, you're right. There is a rainbowing major difference.
Yeah, it's just a follow-up out of Tomcat's risky play to skip out on goldenrod stuff, instead heading straight for Kanto with the boat, or Kanto getting back with the boat, and then return with Boomstrats, which did not really pay off and put him very far behind, because Vandio just got fly and could just make all of these checks way more efficient. And that's basically the difference we see. So Tomcat is going to find cuts if he follows the route.
Yes, he's not that far behind Vandio if you think about it though, because all of the area Vandio is doing right now has already been done by Tomcat.
Yep. And imagine if Tomcat would have actually skipped on Rocket Hideout.
Yeah.
Then we basically would have had an...
I would say right now Tomcat is about 5 to 7 minutes behind. Because he still have all the cut checks to do.
Yeah, somewhere around that. It depends if Tomcat goes to Janine soon or if he puts that off. There are some checks you can do aside from that. Again, read fight at Surge. You always could bank on the Nugget Edge Maze, I guess. E4 is an option. You never know.
He is skipping Victory Road.
That is an interesting choice.
Oh, okay, you
Gets
just got the
a
fly point,
point.
I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Alright.
I'd rather just... I would have done the exact movement as him, but I would have just took the exit for escape roping out there.
Yeah, either that or just bike through Victory Road
in.
back.
Back through the gate.
Yeah.
And there's a whirlpool for him.
Ooh, okay. I see mentioned chat that kinda makes sense. If he intends to activate E4,
I see.
this would actually make more sense.
He might think that he's behind and he might try to just do E4 as well.
Well, from Tomcat's perspective, you mentioned it, West Kanto really does not have that much checks. And okay, we know where Cut is. Yep, there comes the E4 fly point.
Yeah.
E4 could definitely be still have an earlier progression item in Tomcat's perspective. Seeds exist. And
drill pack for Vandio is massive there.
Yep. I really did not see when it came, but having it is just so helping so much.
Oh my god. Giddies, please. Don't curse the rum like this.
Well,
So we're about to see a Nido Queen on Vandio screen. That's the Seeking. The more I think about it, the less sure I am about the Dugon.
I can't help you there. I recently misidentified Jinx, so
oh god.
I knew some, but most of the cries I had.
You mixed up Jinx with Executor?
Nah, I wasn't really sure what the Hypno. It's confusing.
Oh.
I knew it was a distinctive cry of a Psycho Pokemon. I just picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Psychic Pokemon. But I have some cries that I can reasonably identify. For most of them, it's more of a feeling in a general direction.
Oh, Drill Peck was a level up move. That's really good.
It definitely wasn't a TM. I just missed the exact moment. But it does help massively. Still, the rock type coverage of Vandio isn't great. I mean, Mach Punch does do its thing, but it could be better.
Badges is to be expected here in Vandio because this is one of the last two massive area with checks. This and the world being the last big two area with a lot of checks.
I mean, there's 5 in Dragonstein, which isn't a low amount, but yeah. And of course, Vandio still has basement open, which we know is nothing, but in theory could be something. And there is one check.
Tomcat is indeed going to meme.
Yep.
This is cool.
This is a very early E4 play. Very, very early.
Yeah, in this case, I would have probably waited for the Glacier Badge and potentially get the 60 before doing E4. But again, we know that Glacier Badge is not available yet.
Well,
there it is.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely can see it from Tomcat's perspective.
This is close from done for Vandio. He's literally just 3 badges away and you just unlock all of World as well.
Yeah, and all of the other checks, well, still missing card key, so Claire's no option.
Yes, but, Vandio do have the Silver Wing.
The the whole world is opened up for Vandio, and he is not going to do E4
Except
anytime soon.
Karki.
Yeah, that will probably turn up to be somewhere.
Mineral. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting a lot of edges in here, and I was served.
All that Tomcat needs, really, all that Tomcat
Joltia?
needs is a badge behind E4.
Venona. I always mix those two. God damn it. I'll be good that one day at Pokemon Cry.
I'll never be. So you have already summed it up on me.
Where is he going? Oh, okay. He missed a fly. I was like, where is he going?
It does happen. I mean, doing whole chamber right now does make the most sense. You really want to get those 4 extra checks out of the way. And your other options aren't just not that great.
And we don't know where Rainbow is. Nor do we know about Volcano. Oh, the Rainbow Wing you meant. Thought you meant the Rainbow Badge, sorry, my bad. We don't know that. But Rainbow Wing was cut below Lavender.
Yep, on Route 12. I believe this surf locked item there too. Let's see if there's one more. There's the card key, so Source Node there.
Double big thing here.
Well, that Rock Smash can be bait.
That just give him access to the whole map now. But technically speaking, Rock Smash is still out of logic.
Yep, exactly that. Until you find Squirt Bottle, that Rock Smash is not in logic, and it could be just a bit of bait. As we are only looking for 2 more badges. Vandio is going for the Dark Cave items.
So now the last 2 massive plays for Vandio just unlock, being Claire and Whirl.
Yep. And now, if there is either Rainbow or Volcano badge behind E4, Tomcat has a chance here.
Yes.
Because Vandio is not getting them. Or that, then. Vandio will do pretty much everything else, I guess.
If I recall, TM10 was good for him.
Wasn't that Spore?
Yeah. Well, Spore is good no matter what.
Yep.
I believe we're gonna go see Whirl and then Rocket. Do you think Vandio will go check the 60?
I think at this point, not anymore. This Earthring is around level 50. So
I
for
think
you
his
to
string was level 46, 47.
still, I mean, you do not have really great rock type coverage, I guess. So
Yeah.
I mean, you have strength, drill pack. I'm not sure what he taught over. You have Mach Punch. So that Earth Ring, there's little that is really better, and it has that XP now. Not too little on that too. So
He didn't do the safe strat and didn't use Slash, so I think he will use it. I think he will do it.
I mean, you really do not do Flash. I do not need to do Flash to get to the Lugia.
He's not. He's gonna go with the bear, okay?
Yeah, I expected this again. The bear has a very good moveset, although not the best, and yeah, the level difference at this point really only makes you consider only the best of the best Pokemon to switch to, and it's not very likely that there's anything fitting the description.
I mean, he's picking all of these TM. And technically speaking, if he really wants to, he picked up Dig, which he can teach to the bear.
Yep, that would probably nicer rock type coverage. You might be a little bit scared of Earthquake hitting you, but I think the
One off.
Earth Ring could take it. Could take a.
This is Volcano Badge from Dun for Vandio now.
And 2 more items in here. 1 more.
It can be in many places left still. I think we're gonna go see Radio Tower.
Yep.
Yep. If Tomcat wanna have a chance, you need E4 having Volcano.
Well, we do see Burn Tower Rock Smash first. Which makes sense.
Which I'm surprised because Rock Smash is still not in Logic.
I mean, at this point, you really do not care much about Logic anymore. You care about finding that damn badge.
Yes and no. Sword Battle is in Mount Silver. All those checks cannot have the badge.
Yeah, but what if it's not? And
Yeah,
you
exactly.
do Radio Tower, and then Basement, and then Claire, and you could have just gone to Burn Tower, do a quick check of 30 seconds, and skip all of that.
Well, we're about to know about E4. We're about to have a great surprise. Reset, Tom. Okay.
Maybe it was just taking a drink or something like that. You have a few seconds off there.
Okay.
Okay,
So
first
the
check.
First one is not required.
I mean,
do you know if Vandio checked the mystery egg? I don't recall him checking that too.
I really don't recall it checking. I want to say he did, but
I don't think he did.
Remember.
And that's scary.
I mean,
now
when
we're
you
talking
should
scary.
have checked it. No, when you should
No, because
definitely
Vandio
have
does.
checked it,
Vandio should have, but he didn't. And Tomcat doesn't have it. I don't remember where it was either.
And Tomcat does not check the other E4 lock item. He should have access to, considering he has Clear Bow. And defeated Morty.
Aeroblast Drill Pick. This is interesting.
Okay, so apparently decided to teach over Sludge too, because it's really not worth it.
Yeah.
Sludge won't help him much against the rock type anyway.
Yes, Brock is new info. Brock, Blue, Nugget Bridge, Misty.
The big problem for Tomcat though is that won't help him win. Even if Brock has that
The volcano.
That volcano badge, Vandio will get there sooner than later. And Tomcat still has a bit of catch up to do.
Oh.
Rock could be decent.
I'm sorry. Metronome explosion is funny, okay? Oh no, poor Tomcat.
Who was it? I think ERC wants to have a word with you.
Me?
Metronome doing stuff on red.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Luckily, it was just a Pokemon on Brock, not a red sleet. Just TM13 for Brock.
So what was on Brock? I didn't see.
TM13.
Oh. Okay. Route 4 time for Tomcat as well.
Makes sense.
Hardcore looking for that cut.
It really is a bad position here for Tomcat. Not much he can do. Janine really being annoying.
Yeah. But again, we don't know if Vandio did the mystery egg, and that could be the badge, and it could be a complete forget.
I saw mentions in chat that he did check it.
He did check it? Okay.
Yeah, I would be really surprised if when you actually skipped on it. But it always can happen.
Yeah. So now if you're Vandio, I guess you're doing basement after that, even though we know there's only the director there as a new check.
Yeah, and that could actually be very, very bad for Tomcat, because Tomcat really does not want to return there. I mean, it would be bad either way, because when you would just be in go mode, but...
So now do you do the fake director this far into the race?
I think you cannot afford to skip it at this point.
What kind of rando? Question mark? The pink bow girl, I think. No, it's usually is it a pink bow? Yeah, usually she gives a pink bow, and I think she tried to give that too.
I don't know what the vanilla item is. What she definitely tried to give you a pink bow here.
Yes, well, she usually gives you a pink bow.
Well, what kind of rando? Yeah, and this is Vandio's problem right then and there. Has simply no good move for the Pupitar and just has to push through with an drill peck. So if there's a rock type lead on red.
Okay. This is interesting because now we know where everything is for go mode. This is something else now.
Okay. So
Tomcat is not out of it yet because Vandio's gonna do all of basement, all radio tower, all of Claire for nothing.
That is still a question if Vandio is committing to Claire fully already. There is still there's still a chance that he just delays Claire for a bit.
Yeah, I think here
overall,
Tomcat will probably go blame Janine, which will give him an edge.
Yeah. So Tomcat or Vandio is on a timer. A fairly gracious one, but still is on a timer. Because Tomcat won't be having struggles finding those last badges. But that is quite an amount of walking or cycling has to do.
Technically speaking, though, because we know what it is, Tomcat doesn't have that much. If he does things perfectly, he gets cut from Janine, Rainbow Wing right after from South Lavender, go to 10 Tower, 3 badges, and go to Whirl, last badges, and he's done.
Yeah, but still, that is a bit of walking you have to do. Granted, Vandio will at least do the basement, which does also take time, but I don't think Tomcat will have done 10 Tower when Vandio has done basement. So Vandio will do have ample time to do Claire. The big thing is what does he after? Because at that point, Tomcat can be reasonably expected to be on the last batch.
Yeah, he probably does Brock before Route 4, and there's also the Nugget Bridge availability, which is also somewhat crazy, because it's 3 checks. So do you do Route 4 first, or do you do Nugget Bridge first?
I mean, there's most or often the point, if you do Brock, you do Route 4 after, because you're already there, and at that point, Route 4 isn't too long of a check though. And Brock really feels bad to do after Nugget Bridge, because Brock itself is just such a quick check in theory. And Nugget Patch Maze is really slow. But we also do need to mention, yes, Rainbow Wing was on Route 12, you can just go over there and grab that, but you cannot just grab that Rainbow Wing, say, Tin Tower.
Forget the other checks, yeah.
Yeah. You are likely going to do at least a few of the cut checks. Most likely Lake of Rage.
Starting with the one left at Fuchsia, because that's where it's gonna get cut.
Yeah.
Right at Fuchsia, sorry.
Although the ideal route would be not that slow to get to the remaining batches for Tomcat, it is still a bit of things that he is most likely going to do.
It's definitely turned into a much closer race, though.
Oh, for sure. Being able to skip the entirety of Radio Tower.
No, he did Erica. He didn't do Surge yet. He still has to do Surge, Blue, Brock, Misty, Route 4 for Vandio, plus Claire and all that stuff. And hopefully for him, he won't find machine part in all of that, because he could be tempted to check that too.
Oh, he probably would be. Machine part is not too slow of a set of checks.
Yeah, but everything you add up before he does Route 4 is a problem.
No, definitely. From our perspective, of course.
Yeah.
But, that's why I'm saying, if machine part turns up, he probably would be tempted.
Is he going?
That is blue.
He's going for blue. I'm surprised, okay.
I mean, you just have one fight to do here. Again, it is in theory a quick check, even if the fight is pretty hard. The Earth Ring is...
Oh, I forgot to mark, but if he's done with Jasmine, I can mark that he got cut.
Yep. And Tomcat is immediately checking Route 15. I said Vandio is on a fairly gracious timer, but that can be true the other way around as well. Again, Brock itself is a pretty quick check to do. And Vandio decided to not do Claire after the basement immediately, so Vandio might not do Claire. And if Vandio does not do Claire, Tomcat has a problem, because...
Tomcat is already at the Rainbow Wing.
Yeah, but if... Again,
does he do it now is the question. I mark it too early, by the way, sorry.
Even if going up the entire Tin Tower does take its time, and if Vandio is not doing Claire, that gives Vandio so much time to do other stuff, and Brock
He's
would
going
be one of the...
straight to 10, no hesitation.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're probably expecting to do it at some point, having it at least one batch, and then why not do it first and see what else you need to do.
Okay, so now we know that in Tin Tower is gonna get Thunder Mineral and Glacier. I don't recall where Rainbow was, but I do think it was in Whirl.
It was in Whirl.
Oh.
So Tomcat is never going to do Claire or stuff like that, and never do Radio Tower, because I think the card key was also in World.
Yes. He's gonna fully skip the tower and Claire.
And again, Vandio, if he decides to continue not doing Claire, has a fighting chance here. Especially if he does Brock next, he is faster. Because when you do Brock, you most likely do Crowd 4. And that
Unless
would be
you're
what
me.
Vandio needs.
Sorry, I had to bring it in for Jarvis there.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Oh, he's doing Surge.
Surge.
Okay.
Yeah, that does help Tomcat a bit. Allows him to go up half the tower, maybe.
This could be so close.
But there is also the danger of Nugget Hedge Maze.
Yes.
It is 3 checks that Vandio can grab there. 2 on the maze itself, plus Misty. And similar with Claire, if Vandio decides to do that, Tomcat really gets a good chunk of things that he has to do, and most likely has a chance. A question now for Tomcat, though. He will be in one batch go mode one batch to go mode after 10 tower. Is he straight heading for Will, or does he try to clean up a few cut checks first?
With the amount of checks in Whirl and the quickness of them, I don't know if it's even debatable.
The Whirl Island checks are not that fast. And some of the quick cut checks are pretty quick.
Because it's 12, I believe. It's 11 or 12 checks in one.
Nah, that sounds too much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10.
That is more like, but 12 definitely did sound too much.
Yeah. Too much crazy chaos on my part. That's 13.
Yeah, sure. Hard to say.
Ooh. And he's going to Claire.
Yeah, and that will put all of the cards in Tomcat's. No, that will put all of the things in Tomcat's favor. I mean, the Claire play was to be expected with the way Vandio routed it. There was a chance that he puts it off.
Yeah.
But having done the tower and the basement for nothing, you
Yes,
really
Tomcat
want
will
to
struggle
make it
on red for sure, though. That's true.
Not
Sand
necessarily.
slash.
Not necessarily. It really depends on the lead. And Sandslash is a good physical attacker. It's not awesome, and it does not have Step Earthquake, for example. But with a decent main to set up on, it's definitely doable.
The question, if you're Tomcat, though, do you go to Whirl or do you go to OO's room?
Hard to say. Ho's room again is 4 checks and it's kind of fast. But there is so much that Tomcat can do, which is technically pretty fast. But only one of them is the right thing, so...
He's not repelling, he's gonna get an encounter. And there's the Glacier badge. Okay.
Yep. So we'll get the...
So the next one will be Mineral badge.
Yep. And then 1 badge to go mode.
for both of a runner. I'm gonna mark TMO8 because I think he picked that up. Did he?
Yep.
Yeah.
But Tomcat won't get baited by that. There's no way.
And there's Mineral Badge. So there we go. Both runners tied in items. He is talking to the... Oh.
Yeah, you cannot afford to not do it. You can just run away, but just activating it so you do have the availability of the whole chamber and not having to climb it all the way again is pretty much required. You have to be really confident that the badge is not in there.
He is going
Just
to Union K, to Runtabal first.
Yeah. Again, it is pretty quick to get to, and it is 4 checks. You have to do 1 fight with 1 Pokemon.
Yeah. As Vandio is finishing up Claire at the same time, so it is still anyone's game. Red's depending on Red's leads, depending on where does Tomcat go.
Yeah. So I don't expect Tomcat to leave behind or skip out on World Island for too long here. So I imagine it being the next place right after this. So Vandio does not have much time, but there is okay.
That's the thing that can cost.
Nah. You do not, especially with Tomcat having done a basement already, you do not go radio tower here when you can go world. You just pray Claire isn't required and your opponent gets baited.
Did he misclick?
That is the smash,
right?
Or maybe the strength item?
Yeah, because he got Rock Smash.
Yeah,
Rock Smash
again, it is not in logic, but same thing you can say you're 1 badge from Go mode. What do you care about logic? This is such a quick check. If that is the badge and you can skip World Islands, yeah.
It's such a close race.
I'm a bit more curious about if he is going to commit for the 3 Rock Smash items, but he also has a strength item here, which he never got to, so that is maybe influencing this decision. And saying just in case, there are so many checks where the squirt bottle still can be. And you do not need to find the squirt bottle, you need to find the badge.
Yep, he's gonna do check of Rock Smash first.
Okay.
Also, I think I should
Zephyr badge?
Because he did it.
Oh no, this is cut checks again. So I kinda expected this. At least this one. This is pretty quick check.
Yeah, Lake of Rage is probably next as well.
This is going to be Rock Smash. I think Tomcat did already turn in the red scale.
Now, if you're Vandio, what is in your head?
Probably Brock.
Yep. Oh my god, this is getting even more close now.
Do Brock, do Route 4, and then turn that into Nugget Hedge Maze if you have to. Your checks are not getting better than that.
It really depends on when does Tomcat decide to go to Whirl. Again, he still has Lake of Rage.
Yeah. He really needs to go to World now. The badge was pretty deep. And yeah, especially if you want to go to the Lugia. Which I can't see with the Sand Slash and saying just in case, take a look if it's remotely usable.
Yeah.
Because that Sand Slash definitely can struggle. It doesn't have to, but it can. It's way more likely to struggle than the Earthring.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is world time. Now you guys can see that they will pretty much pick their badges at the same time.
Depends a bit on if Tomcat does
60.
go for Lugia first or for
But
the
Vandio still
badge.
has 2 fights to go. You still have the rival and the girl.
If Tomcat does go for the items first, then he can be a bit quicker. That could also
Rival
influence
has
if he goes to the Lugia. Flash is going up or down? He's going down, so he will get the badge first. So Tomcat has the chance to be faster here.
The few next item is gonna pick is Rainbow, I believe. Again, I don't remember at all where Rainbow is. So.
I think it was the second to last item you checked this way. Or maybe the third to last. So it's either the one coming up or the next one.
Yeah. So, what do you do? Do you check the 60 or do you just go?
I think you just go. You have
He's going, yeah.
had such an you had such problems during the run. You got Fly in a position where you could have easily have gotten it way earlier, and expect your opponent to get it probably way earlier. So you know you are on a timer, and you cannot afford to go to the Lugia just to see it is not usable.
He's gonna go buy more X items.
Oh, and that could be already a crucial time that Vandio needs here.
Yeah. Vandio still needs one more fight. So I think they're gonna go to Ramon Silver at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. Vandio does not need to go shopping. So I believe the best case scenario for Vandio would be something with cross chop.
No. He's a bear. He doesn't want to see cross chop.
Yeah, I mean for Tomcat, the best case for Tomcat to stop best case for Tomcat for having red to stop Vandio would be a cross chop. So I was leaving a few words out of my thinking. So that was.
This is close.
Because Sandslash would probably be reasonably able to deal with the cross chop.
He is teaching Dig, okay.
Yeah.
Is he gonna teach Ancient Power? Yeah.
You do not have no, you do not need Arrow Blast and Drill Peck, and Mark Punch definitely would have been reasonable rock type coverage.
Oh. Now do you take the time to use your rare candy? Because you don't know where your opponent is.
Yeah, the problem is you don't know, and then Tomcat's position, you need every level you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a level on the Swicargo, which.
And now you save and you pray.
Yep.
He should. Oh, he doesn't have Spore. Well, this is going to the wire.
Yep.
Red. What do you do? Okay.
This is not much trouble for the Earth Ring. And Dragon Breath crit
Crit on turn 1 and
and
Hyper Beam, so
Hyper
that's a
Beam.
first death already. And we're tied up. And Hyper Beam is literally just a 50-50 because a crit Hyper Beam kills both of them.
The big thing here is
Die attack, okay. Ooh. Yeah, it's all about the crit Hyper Beam at this point.
or crit sky attack, I guess.
No, wrong play here from Tomcat. He should just keep using Hypnosis because he's gonna heal 3 times.
2 times.
Is it 2?
I think. Pretty sure it's 2 full restores.
And there's the Hyper Beam for Vandio taking a death as well.
Yeah, this is rough. And this hypnosis usage is probably...
And again, Tomcat is not going to be
decision
able
by Tomcat.
to one-shot necessarily all the team, as for Vandio could.
Okay, I don't think the coverage on Sandslash is great.
Ooh.
But Sandslash has a decent physical attack.
Oh!
Oh.
This was a close one!
Yeah, and that is the big problem of Sandslash. Its special defense just isn't there.
Yes. Okay, so we're on cleanup for Tomcat.
Yeah, with Arrow Blast and Strength, you definitely have a good range. You can cover.
He didn't use an exact. I thought he did.
Oh.
This is dangerous. I would have probably used the Meganium to use one, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, he has Mag Punch.
But Mag Punch isn't covering it, and that's a Blizzard.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, and now one Mag Punch isn't going to kill this Golem. But it locks itself into Petal Dance, which is also not great. I think the Sandslash isn't living the Petal Dance. Nope, it sure isn't, and Vandio's on cleanup. And if that Golem locks into Petal Dance, then okay, yeah, the stick will clean that up. Yep, and Vandio took over. Espeon will crumble.
Oh!
Although it gets the Thunder up and kills. And Vandio resets.
Oh my god, this is so close.
And if Tomcat can get through this last Pokemon where Thunder won't touch the Sandslash, so this Espeon has to do something else. But I really wouldn't want to set up on
Metronome!
Oh no, you do not want to set
no.
you not want to set up on a Metronome Pokemon.
Oh god.
You want to kill that as soon
us.
as you can. Okay, Toxic
No.
Scratch. This Espeon should...
he can Mac Punch. He will be faster and kill.
Okay,
this is so close.
Oh, Dugong? Ugh.
Oh,
And
it's
Dugong that sets up.
Oh no.
Drill Peck. So an Dugong that has set up. I mean, you have Mug Punch. If you have the revives, you can still...
Yeah, but this is
hit
his
him,
last
but-
revive possibility because he has no Pokemon.
Yeah, and that next Drill Peck will probably kill the Sandslash again. This is a +2 Drill Peck on the Sandslash. And that full restore was probably not helping. It does half.
It does.
Okay, it lives. So the Dugong will go down, but then it's all or nothing on the last Pokemon.
Yes. And the last one is a Crobat. I think
Which
he
is
healed.
fast and strong. You need to.
Okay, he takes a revive just to be safe.
He wants to see.
Yeah.
Okay,
And he's
stomp
fine,
not
okay.
too dangerous. You can heal against that. You might get flinched. but you
Vandio
can-
is back onto the killing though. Can he kill the Crobat in time?
Oh, and Bone
Oh
Rush
my
taking
god,
off
5
time.
times.
This Aeroblast has to hit. Probably wants a crit as well. It is a
Crit is
crit, but only
half.
does half. 2 strengths, I believe, are needed.
He needs Aeroblast.
He
I don't think there.
hasn't.
Oh, he has Mach Punch. He has Mach Punch.
Okay, Mach Punch will finish this.
No!
One more! One more!
And it's this was so close. Oh my god, and GG to Tomcat finishing first. So we do... Yeah.
Finishes with an official time of 2 hours, 38 minutes and 1 second.
Oh my god, what a race. And
Oh,
done
God.
for Vandio as well.
Yeah. Vandio finishing with 2 hours, 38 minutes and 25 seconds. So a 24-second
26
diff.
seconds. Oh my god.
Oh.
What a race. Yes, it's literally just came down to that Espeon. Wow. That crit cause Vandio the tournament?
Was that even
Well,
a
you
crit?
see. I don't know. I think he might have got crit by the Hyper Beam on the first loss.
Okay. I wasn't sure about which one they were talking. Don't think the Espeon was a crit.
Are we having a interview still from a runner here?
I don't know. I think they might just need a few seconds to
Of course.
get this one out of their systems. They should have their respective invites if they want to come.
This was massive. It's really sad for Vandio indeed, but like, he cannot blame himself. He played super well throughout the entire run. Oh, the Thunder was a crit? Oh,
Was a
okay. I thought it
crit?
was I thought it was a normal Thunder.
I thought so too. But yeah.
Well, you saw it, chat. I told you this would come down to the wires. These are two experienced players when it comes to races, and they just proved it to you. A 26-second difference.
There's a 24-second difference to official
24?
timing. Yep.
Because on screen I'm seeing 2:38:01 and 2:38:27.
Yeah. Official race time of Vandio is at 2 hours, 38 minutes and 25 seconds. And that is the
Wow.
one counting.
24-second difference. The swag cargo with the black glasses. Tomcat.
Well, I can imagine Vandio is really interested in the interview.
Wow. Honestly, guys, you got a great show there. No invitations sent. I cannot. Can we send them?
They should have been.
Because they're saying they didn't receive any. I can try to see if I can send one. I don't know if it will work. Let me see. Oh, I don't have Tomcat. I cannot send it to him. What if I do this?
Let me check some things here real quick.
Cat is here. Oh, I'm getting there, and this. It might have worked, it might have not.
I think I know why Tomcat didn't get one.
There we go. Tomcat is here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling? Let's start with that.
That was absolute horse.
You guys put us on the edge of our seats.
What a completely undeserved meme of a win. Holy crap.
Was crazy. Like, you guys were so edge to edge. You did your first red, and when you died to the hyper beam, Vandio was starting his. So you started your second attempt and Vandio his at the same time. But he died to the Espion because Espion had Thunder, which it did nothing on you.
Oh, true. Oh my.
That was literally the only difference. He got crit Thunder from an Espion that outspeed him.
Dang. Well, I mean, yeah. It's just undeserved. I'd made so many stupid plays, and then all of a sudden I got all the badges, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do red. This just made no sense.
It just happens.
My entire early game was stupid, but I don't know.
Let me see. Do you want me, Roland, do you want me to see if I can invite Vandio, or is Vandio not wishing to join?
I'm pretty sure Vandio got his invite. I know why Tomcat didn't get one.
Okay.
And I don't think with the current Discord name, Tomcat will ever get anyone either until he changes that one to N something without an emote.
I think it worked last race, but maybe I hadn't changed it yet. Then I'm not sure.
I think so.
Any thoughts on your gameplay overall, Tom?
Oh, it was very, very bad.
I mean, you did pretty well for using a Sense Slash, to be honest.
Oh yeah, dude, the Sense Slash. I thought it would have been better than that, but it was really bad.
It's tough. Running Sense Slash is really tough.
Surprisingly, I thought it was decent, but it was not.
Sense Slash is pretty slow, and you have no special defense, so any special hit is just gonna destroy your HP.
I noticed. It's a good thing Surge wasn't required, because I didn't want to go back there.
Yeah, I saw that wiped on Surge.
Yeah, I was like, alright, I guess I'll go get some XP at the E4. It was like a desperation play, because as soon as I saw like Fly and Storm Batch were so early, I was like, alright, this race is doomed. Especially since I did some weird, stupid boat stuff at the start.
Yeah,
I was like,
again, you never know. It really depends on where you check stuff.
I think Route 4 may have saved my ass there.
Yeah.
It really
Volcano Badge. It was like the only dumb play that worked out somehow.
What really saved you is that you did Route 4 before doing Whirl Island, which was the opposite for Vandio. So he did all of the card key, all of the rocket, all of Claire.
Oh, wow, really? Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference.
If Vandio wouldn't have done Claire after all of that and just decided to go to Brock in that first, which he did do at least blue between basement and...
yeah. He cleared out all of the rocket. He went to blue, Surge. He was doing pretty much gym cleanup, but then he did Claire before Brock and Route 4.
Yep.
And that cost him.
Honestly, that's the better play, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, items location is just... There's nothing you can do about it, you know? Sometimes you're going to play the most optimal, you're going to go where you should go, but again, it's not necessarily what the play is.
Yeah, if you go where you should go, it sometimes means you are not go where you have to go. And if you just go to the badges, you win.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Apparently that works.
Yeah, and you personally did the perfect play from thinking you were behind, because you were indeed a lot behind, but you just did the two checks that are usually out of the way, which is Route 4 E4, and it paid off.
Yeah, I was considering memeing a bit more by doing like half of the rocket hideout and all that stuff, but I figured, probably not worth it with the low amount of key items I had at the point or at that point. So Yeah, I'm just lucky that I'm just lucky. Sprout Tower wasn't required. I didn't do that. I didn't even pick up the whatchamacallit, the plain badge item.
God.
I played very, very bad and differently from what I usually do. But
But
weird.
Sometimes it works.
Apparently.
You see it, chat. Don't count ever yourself out of a race in full item, because you really, really, really never know. As long as your opponent hasn't pressed the done button, keep striving. Put your head back in. Strive. Go as fast as you can, and you might outpace him eventually. You never know.
And sometimes Dread can just come to your assistance.
Yep.
I mean, he wasn't exactly assisting me, but
I think he was assisting you more than Vandio, though.
I mean, fair enough.
That was tough.
The 7-turn sleep on the Poliwrath helped a lot, I guess.
Definitely. Any question for Tom in chat? You guys have any question? About his thought process, about his play, about his mindset running a Scent Slash? Why Muck? Yes, okay, so we have from Jarvis, why Muck?
Yeah, that's a good question. I probably should have just kept the Gator, but I don't know. I saw a Muck and I was like, I could run that, and then I did. And then I saw Pass, and it was like, it's a good thing I don't have to run this very long.
Hopefully it will change your mind for the next time, but Vandio did pick the same mon as me and Roland would have picked. He picked the Girafarig, which at level 11 learned Psychic.
I mean, I would have picked that if I'd seen it, but I didn't check that one, so...
Yeah, it was the far right.
I just saw Gator and was like, yep, that's good enough, let's go.
Yeah, that Girafarig really was nuts. It had Ice Sponge to start off with, then learned Bubble Beam as the first move and Psychic as the second level up move. That one was just really nuts.
And you also had Strength early on, so you had stab physical strength.
Yeah, true. I was hoping for a normal poke, but it just didn't show up. Did he run the giraffe the whole way?
No, on the opposite of you, he got Fog Badge and Fly early on, so when he went to Kanto, he had Surf, and when he went to the port of of Vermilion, he found a bear. Ursaring.
Yeah, the only reason I skipped all that was because the muck was actually really bad, so I had to go get that main immediately.
Yeah. Oh, you played right. You played right.
Yeah,
I would have probably considered something else over the Sun Slash though, but
I mean, I think everyone can agree that going to switch to a Kanto main as early as you did was probably the right decision. I think the big question would probably be taking the boat in your situation as early as you did.
Yeah, what I didn't understand was the boat, because usually what I do in your situation, I'm calling that kind of seed the World Tour. So I'd usually just skip, go toward, like if I have a bad main, go take the pass right away, go in Kanto, and then I do the famous World Tour. So you go up, get the flight points to Cerulean, pick the Shadow Tag, do every check in Saffron, save, go pick the Super Rod, go down to Goldenrod, pick up what's there, then reset back in Saffron, go towards Celadon, main switch, and come back, take the pass. Just little World Tour, take the pass back, go find Fly.
Yeah, that would have been the smart play. But I had an SS ticket, and that's, you know.
Yeah, but you knew Fly could not be after it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it could have been if one of the items I skipped was a squirt bottle.
Squirt bottle, yeah.
True.
Obviously, it wasn't.
Also, if you would have found the squirt bottle, that wouldn't have been too bad. You could have just returned from Johto again.
I mean, let's be honest, we still don't know where the squirt bottle is.
True.
None of you picked it up.
So...
Yeah, I could have wiped to Azalea, but I centered in Goldenrod because I forgot I was going to do that. Otherwise, it would have been the better play, probably.
And chat, you want to know something funny? Squirt bottle could still have been available early on, like Tomcat said, because none of them did Nugget Bridge. Squirt Bottle could have been on Nugget Bridge.
Yep, that was available pretty early.
Yep. So Fly could have been where Tomcat have been first. He could have been on north of Johto. Anyway, any other question before we call it a day? Chat?
How happy were you about finding the black glasses this early?
Oh, I was very happy.
This
I knew I was gonna nickname at some point, but I forgot a couple times when I was in Goldenrod, and then I remembered. So I think I did it with a check, so it wasn't the worst. But I would have done it separately as well.
Yeah.
There's the downside of the no nickname options. You have to do it like that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
Just for a nickname. Oh god.
How angry would I have been if I lost? I was kind of expecting to lose, and maybe even, I wouldn't have been that angry about it.
I mean, at a point, if you use the nickname, that's destiny. I think there are things more important than that in a tournament that is for fun, and that is having fun.
Of course. That's the main reason why we all play Crystal, after all. Yes, we trash talk about the game all the time being unfair and stupid, but we still like it because we wouldn't play as much. Even more when this game is so punishing as it is, but we keep on playing it. That's because it's just fun.
What was going on in your mind when you saw that metronome come up on a red fight?
I don't know, nothing much really. I was like, all right, that's very likely that I'll be able to set up again.
I was laughing because I was like, this is so scary.
I think I boomed by a Blastoise metronoming at some point, so...
Yep, that happened too. I called it out, and I was laughing. It was on Brock. Brock's Blastoise had explosion. Well, metronome into explosion.
As soon as I saw the Blastoise, I was thinking, well, that's going to be hard to kill. I have to set up, and then it just boomed. Probably faster than me killing it, so... Works out.
Oh. Okay, let's go look quickly at the bracket. So now we have Tomcat moving on for the next match. So this match was the last match of round 1. So make sure to keep an eye on the bracket. We have Wingage versus Zen. We have Dirtswa versus Mr. Holmes. We have Diego versus Ergote. We have Mountebank versus Roush. We have Oddley versus Ragentrag. Nate beat Glacial, so Nate is moving on to the round 3, which is the quarterfinal. You have Tom here, which is now our winner, going against Azazas. And we have Snorms going against Prim Zeta.
Which, importantly, that last race mentioned, will actually happen tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that's pretty soon. That's, I believe, not even... What is it?
It's 3 right now, so it's in about 17 hours.
Yep. So if you want to catch more of this tournament, it's soon to come. And most of the other races that you just mentioned are already scheduled this way. We have also tomorrow Mountebank versus Rushmore at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Third Sport versus Mr. Holmes, and then 2 on Saturday and 1 match on Sunday currently.
So I want to congratulate Tomcat for the win here again. Even though you did all of those weird movement, you still didn't give up and just went through with the ROM. So good job to you. Running a Sand Slash as well. Nice courage. I would not have done that.
I will try not to do it anymore either.
Make sure to follow both of our runner. Give a good round of applause to Vandio because he played extraordinarily well in this race, honestly. So give him support. Follow both of our runners. Is there like a runner command?
Yep, there surely is. Let me just grab that.
I don't remember.
Oh, why is the bot again asleep?
Oh, the bot is dead. Okay, let me
Wait,
put them manually. Is it?
Okay, it will take a minute to kick it back alive, so it will probably just faster to just you post
Okay.
them.
I'll do them manually. Hopefully I can. I don't know if I have the permission, so we'll
You
see
should
about that.
be.
Here we go for Vandio. And let me go pick the one for Tomcat. There's a number after Tomcat, isn't there?
No, it's just
No.
Tomcat Tomato.
It's just Tomcat. Oh,
Tomcat
okay.
For the Twitch.
Tomato.
There we go. So
I can guarantee there's nobody else with this nickname.
We never know. We never know. And there's the Tomcat. So on the commentary, it was Roland Tekir. Let me also go get that one. Did I pronounce it right?
Oh, I kicked the bot alive.
What?
I have awoken the bot. We can now post those fancy commands to put
Okay.
the Twitch links in the chat.
And oh, you have them. Okay, cool. Good job. So yes, you have on the runner side Tomcat and Vandio. Go give them all the supports. They both played pretty well, pretty good. It was a very cool race as well, very close till the end. You can also, it was myself and Roland Tekir on the commentary. You can always come and watch us anytime and support us as well. And all the Pokemon Crystal community as well, because we're a cool club. We love racing each other. We love memeing together as well. You have all the information with the command ! Pokemon Crystal in chat. You can join the club as well if you're interested in what you saw today. And there is way more that you can do with Pokemon Crystal than just Full Item Rando. There's Key Item Rando, there's Bingos, and there's a lot of other memes you can just play. You can play Catch-em-all, you can play Battleship, you can play a lot of different memes. So make sure to check it out, make sure to join the club, join the fun. Any last words, folks?
No, you pretty much said it all there. So yeah.
Swag Cargo.
There's no
Cargo's a
better way
hero.
to end than that, is there? Make sure to praise the Lord Sweat Cargo. We'll catch you all very, very soon for the next race in 17 hours. 16 hours. I don't know if I know how to math. I don't trust myself. But yes, there you had it. Have a good one, chat. Hope you like the race.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Who's closing it? Me or you?